Hey guys, how's it going? My name is always, and welcome back to Sky Factory 3. In the last episode, we were working on, what were we doing? We were doing something. We were getting some more seeds, we were doing mob chunk stuff. Honestly don't remember what all we were doing last time. But I think the big thing was, did we do the zombie spawning last time? I don't think that was what we did. Might have been. I think this was what we were doing. We were trying to do some various things, I'm sure. Whatever we did last episode. Today, we are going to get into a little bit more stuff concerning the... is it called mystical agriculture? Yes. Okay, I wasn't sure what it was called. It used to be called magical crops. It's mystical agriculture in this version. And we're going to get into that. Still waiting on more chicken stuff to happen, but the chickens are, well, piling up fairly rapidly, and that is a good thing. Eventually we'll get them all 10 and in their own coops and all that kind of stuff, but that is much further down the line. So we have a ton of seeds, and not much of these are actually set up. The main reason for that is because we don't really have the power supply right now to get all this essence and all that kind of stuff, so we're gonna have to do some stuff about that. Did I put... No, I don't even have void upgrades on all these guys, so it's gonna take a little bit before we're ready to kind of fully do stuff there. But today, what we're gonna work on, first of all, we're gonna try to get some different seeds. We're gonna get some more seeds, and then we are going to start looking at making more power. So between episodes, I set up another platform right over here, right up here. It's fairly small for right now. We can expand it as needed. That's kind of the point of the like multi-leveled stuff, is so that we can have stuff underneath this. But we can go that way and that way as much as we want. But this is going to be where we generate all of our power. So I built that between episodes. It was a pain just because I kind of dislike building in skyblocks. It's one of the, my least favorite things to do, but it is something we have to do. I also spent some time between episodes getting a bunch of mob chunks. I've got 19 zombie chunks. We don't need zombie chunks because we have zombie seeds already, so we can go ahead and smelt all of these up, and we can start working on other seeds. So that's going to be the first thing we're going to do today. And one of the things I kind of decided is, you know what? I don't want these animals. So there's no reason to have these animals in this pen anymore. There's absolutely no reason. And no reason to have the fence either. Don't we have vein miner? Yeah. Cool. So we cleared up a little bit of an area there. We'll eventually put something there. I don't know what, but we'll find something. So let's put this stuff away. And rare loot bag we will throw over here. Something else I've been considering, one, I don't know that we need drawers for the loot bags. We could, because they're all a single mod, like, what am I trying to say? They all come with a single mod. All the loot bags do. We could set up a nice advanced filter, but we'd have to put another chest over here for that, and just filter them all into this, and then we could clear out all of these filters. So that might be something we want to do. For right now, we're just going to throw that guy in there. Doesn't matter too much. And in fact, let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to have all of these drawers. We're going to need to get our key. And we're going to need a chest. It doesn't matter how big the chest is, because we're not going to really have all that much stuff coming through. But we do need an advanced filter, which I don't know that we have. So advanced filter, I believe this will allow us to get the mob upgrades. The mod upgrades, rather. I keep saying mobs instead of mods. It's mods with a D, not a B. So we just need some solarium. We need one more solarium than that. And zombie skull and all that kind of stuff. So it's not that difficult. We're also going to want our key. And we'll get this taken care of pretty quickly. So the biggest reason is there are more of these loot bags than what appears. So if we were to look up loot bag, there's only 5 of them that appear. And that is cool, but the problem is I have Soren bags, I have Direwolf 20 bags, I don't know what's in those. I've seen some others as well. And basically what we'll have to do is we'll have to run a conduit down here to go to another chest, which I think we'll just put right here. And we can break these for now. And it'll be fine. So, what is the button? I always forget. There we go. I always forget the buttons I use for jetpacks because I change it depending on the mod pack, and it's usually depending on my mood. So that'll be an extract always active. But this will be an insert. And let's go ahead and extract always active, and it needs to be on brown, or we can just change, yeah, it needs to be on brown. So it goes in there, or it goes in there. So I want to see, the Soren chests have like, oh, they don't really have much of anything, typically. By the way, I've also turned this off for the time being, but I want to see what's in the Direwolf. A bunch of stone and, ooh, that's actually nice. Okay, so that'll all go in there and it will get imported slowly but surely. So that is actually a really nice loot bag. Let's come back over here. See, we're gonna need redstone, zombie head, and silicon. We put that in this one. That'll take a second, but it'll make what we need and give us what we want. So, kind of the idea with all of this is pretty simple. We're going to make a better filter so that things are a little bit nicer. And that way we don't have to worry about storing the loot bags at all, because I realize there's not really a reason. The biggest thing is we'll need to turn this thing to round robin. So if it can round robin it, it will. But because we have a filter on this guy blacklisting certain things, which we're probably going to want to get another filter on that. For right now, we'll put that there. We might get some other stuff in there. It's fine for now. Actually, we can pretty quickly remedy that with another advanced filter, which will give us more like options. But right now it's not super important, so I'm not going to worry about it. Actually, I changed my mind. So I'll make a advanced filter later, and to kind of help with that, we're going to turn this off when we're ready for that, just so that it doesn't actually put anything anywhere. And we can kind of store up different loot bags, see what we get, and any special ones, with the exception of the legendaries, which we're making. That's what the crafter is for. That'll be the only thing that needs to be made to be filtered again. Because unfortunately, when we upgrade this filter, I don't believe we can like use that for anything, but we're gonna have to get all of these items again. So in here, insert advanced filter. I thought this had a mod. Oh wait, no, that's a different filter, isn't it? there is a mod item filter, which is a lot cheaper. So what we can do is we can actually, for the time being, turn that off, remove this, put an advanced filter, and blacklist some of these other ones. So as I get more of the bags, we'll do that. But for now, we can go ahead and remove this stuff. And worry about that stuff later. I don't know if music discs are going to be important enough to keep. Enderman heads probably will be good enough to put into the system. But the rest of the stuff I don't know yet. We'll see kind of as we go. So, yeah, we need to make the mod item filter. Wow, why do I keep saying that today? Which just takes a Yeta wrench, so that's not too much of a concern. We can clear that, and do we have everything? We need paper times 2. We also need a Yeta wrench, which is pretty easy. I'm surprised we haven't gotten one from a loot bag, but again, I need to make the Yeta wrench first. Alright, and then that will make a mod item filter. So all this does is it allows you to filter out up to 3 mods, and that will be the only things that can be whitelisted. So loot bags, alright, they're both the same. So we'll put loot bags in there, and we'll just move this along like so. And it's not attached to that. Let's attach it here. Alright, so we just disable these. I think we can do that with, I have a Yeta wrench on me. Yeah, just double click and that'll be fine. So we will get on with the seeds. That's the next thing I want to do. And then we're going to, actually, let's set up some recipes, and then we're going to get some seeds going. And then we're going to finish the power stuff. So I want to do this. I initially said that I was going to do this off camera, but I decided, you know what, let's do this on camera, because it's going to be a little bit better for you guys to see kind of what all we're going to be making recipe wise to make all of this stuff for environmental tech. So if we take a look, we have none of the environmental tech stuff. So what we need is we're going to be working on the solar panels. That's the main thing right now. There are 4 tiers of solar panels. Tier 4 requires nether stars, but they only ever require 1 solar panel controller, so we don't need to automate that. That is something we can kind of do on our own as needed whenever we want. So that's not a problem. Let's go ahead and make some more patterns. Get that going. So that's kind of whatever. So what we need to do is can we get our digital, digital guide, and then we'll switch this back to only craftables and grab the rest of the patterns, but we're going to keep those for now. So if we want to make solar arrays, the things that we're going to need at a tier 4 are structure blocks and solar cells and modifier cores. Now modifier cores are typically used for everything. Now we don't really care about making them for like the customized ones. So for example, with a solar panel, you have the option of using a piezo modifier. That basically lets you generate power from the rain. So while it is raining, you still generate power. That's not something we really care about. But that's the only thing really. When we get to the ore miners and of both types, the void ore and the resource miners. We'll probably want speed and accuracy modifiers. And then the rest of them are for nanobot beacons. We don't care about that too much. That is some really cool stuff that we might get into much later, but it's not something that really is concerning. It doesn't give us, it gives us a status effect, so we can get like saturation, so we never have to eat. We can get flight, so if we're in range of the beacon, we have creative mode flight. Things like that, but I'd rather get flight different ways. Saturation might be nice, but for the most part, like you can get speed and regen and resistance. A lot of those, I don't really care. So we're not going to worry about those. So we're just going to want to make modifier cores. Now that requires clear glass and blocks of iron. So blocks of iron, we're going to make sure the system knows how to make those. And then we should be able to teach it that. And I don't believe it knows how to make clear glass. So clear glass is a little bit more complicated. Clear glass is enriched sand smelted up. So we're going to do that. That is a processing pattern. And enriched sand is just nether quartz and sand. So that's all the cooked stuff. And there's the modifier cores. So all that just for the modifier cores. Let's get a couple more crafters. That'll take some time to make, but that's fine. So let's put, I don't know, like 2 more in there. And we'll put the rest of these in here. Alright, so what's the other thing we're going to need? We're going to need the structured blocks. Now for us, we are not getting basalt. We are not getting alabaster. But we can get hardened stone. Hardened stone we can actually craft. And I want to make sure, alright, hardened stone, we don't know how to craft it, but we can. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to want hardened stone. We're then going to want it to know how to make all the tiers. So tier 1, it requires some gold and redstone. Tier 2 requires diamonds and redstone. And tier 3 requires ender pearls, glowstone, and redstone. And tier 4 requires nether stars. So that is something. And once we have another crafter, we'll put that down and get the rest of the recipes in. But other than that, we don't really need anything. So the question is, how many ender pearls do we have? And if we want to make a solar array tier 3, we're going to need 32 structure blocks. We only have a tier 1, so we just might do a tier 2. But we'll get to that in a moment. We're going to actually cut our power for a little bit. And then the last thing we need for solar panels is solar cells. So we already know how to make clear glass. We're just going to need to teach it to make the photovoltaic cells. So we'll get to that soon enough. So the photovoltaic cells are very easy. Okay. So if we want to make, so we have a tier 1 with 4 modifier cores. So we have a tier 1, not void ore miner, solar array. It's got 4 modifier cores and 16 structure block 1s. So we're going to need 8 more structure block 2s and 16 more solar cells. So solar cells, 16, we can do that. Why do we need green dye? Uh-oh. Cancel all. I want to correct one of those patterns because I have a feeling, I saw green dye on there, and I have a feeling to put this back, not or dictionary. We'll see if that changes anything, because I don't know why there would be green dye in that. So let's get the solar cells times 16. We only need 15 now. Okay. So that will craft it all up, and we'll get those pretty easily. So how much power do we have? We have a good bit of power. We should be able to take this down if we want, but we're going to wait on that. So let's get to the seeds, and I can talk about that for a little bit, and then we'll end the episode by setting up the power. And then the next thing we're going to do, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and turn this guy back on. It uses no power, so it's not a big deal. It's just annoying when you have a lot of stuff coming in. So there are 15. Come on, one more. One more. So yeah, we have pretty much all the things we need for making all of the solar panels that we'll need. So the next thing I want to do is I want to talk about getting more seeds. So the seeds that we need to get are listed. So we need pig seeds. Now the pig chunks are a little bit annoying because we're going to need a lot of raw pork chops. However, we can actually get pig bait. So I completely forgot about the baits. They kind of slipped my mind. We are going to need a bucket of water, but that's not a big issue. And then we're going to need carrots. So we're going to need like 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just start with 4. And this shouldn't be too bad to do, but it is going to be a little bit annoying because it will take a little bit of time. Too many baits, way too suspicious. Okay, so we'll get out of the area and hopefully we'll get pigs pretty quickly. So what else are we gonna need? So flux plugs give the system power. Honestly, that's 5,000 RF. The digital guide tells us that the solar array tier 2 is less than that, so we can just use enhanced conduits, and that'll work just fine. So if we just stand over here, we should get pigs pretty quickly. I'm hoping. But basically what we have to do is we're going to use bait to get a lot of these animals that we can't get easily. One I don't have on there, which I meant to have, is rabbit seeds. And rabbits, the only way you can actually get the seeds for them is to actually like spawn in rabbits and kill them. Whatever method you want to use, but oh great, they're babies. Alright, let's get 2 more sets, and hopefully that'll be enough pork chops. We need a total of what? It's 416, I believe. But we can work on some of the others for right now. So cows, we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. For the cows, we're gonna need leather, and we're gonna need beef, which we happen to already have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we should be able to make cow seeds once we have. We're gonna need 1, 2, just 2 tier 2s. Alright, so seeds, but we're gonna need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seeds, and we're gonna need to turn all of these into tier 2. And there's the cow seeds. Cool. So seeds, cow. Now we're going to want to keep one of these aside, and then if we look at essence, we're going to want to craft, like, let's just do a stack of the next tier. And we'll want 4 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so some of these are going to be easier than others. So for example, the skeletons are, so these are all going to require 3 tier 3s. So mob chunks, essence, 3, 4. That's fine, that's kind of whatever. But we need to do this a little bit more carefully, just in case we need other tiers. But there's 3 more sets of seeds, so I'll need to get some more mob chunks, but that's fine. So the skeleton chunks, we're going to need 4 of these. That is easy enough. Creeper chunks, also need 4 of those. And spider chunks require both spider eyes and string. Easy enough. Alright, so skeleton, creeper, and spider. So that's easy enough. Skeleton, creeper, spider. So let's put all these seeds away. So we're gonna have to wait for the pigs to grow up a little bit, but that's okay. So I guess let's go ahead and start moving power over. We're also gonna need rabbits, which I will get to in a second. The thing with rabbits, I captured a rabbit a long time ago, and was adorable. So we're gonna have to kill a lot of rabbits as well. So we're probably gonna want to get some rabbit bait, which is just carrots and melons. Also pretty straightforward. So let's get like a handful of these. And honestly, making the baits are easy enough. So I'm not going to worry too much about anything with that. Like, put that away. We'll get, let's see, I need more chunks. I have an extra chicken chunk. We can burn that up, I believe. So we'll need 2 more chunks. And that's fine. So pigman, he's dying in a wall. Well, that's fine. Pigman, why you gotta be like that? Alright, let's grab the gold. Cool. I don't care about the zombie flesh. It will be in the nether for when we want it. Alright, so the reason... that's right. I remember why I turned this off before. So I was over here spawning in zombies, and that really messes up the mob system when the zombies go, hey, wait a second. We want to be... we want to go into the... go over there because you're attacking our zombie friends, because I was, well, getting mob chunks. So let's get all of this stuff in here, at least a good bit of it. Oh, I missed it. And it's probably just opening them. That's fine. It's whatever. So we will get all of this stuff kind of taken care of eventually, and things will be great. So this one should go in. That one just got opened. We just need one more epic, and I can tell it to... I can always turn the extract off if I want. So did we get anything major over here that we need to deal with? We got some carrots. We got some potatoes as well. That might be good to put through. Iron sword we can probably recycle. Don't care too much about those. It's just a big thing if I've got to kind of deal with all that. That might be something we want to work on here soon, is dealing with getting all of those, all of the different, like, enchants off of the bows, and figuring out what to do with that and how we want to handle it. It's Draconic Evolution is probably going to be the best way to do that, but it's a little bit of a pain. Don't jump. Alright, so we'll get more pigs later. Let's get some rabbits. Animals are shy. There's too many of them here. Alright, so what we can do is we can golden lasso them and move them over here. We can also animal net them. Right. We don't have to use lasso. So we'll just put them over here, out of the way, until they grow up and we can kind of murder them. So I'm kind of regretting. You know what? We'll put them in the in here. This should be far enough away they can't escape or anything like that. And we can I can breed them, get more pigs, make sure we have enough to get the pork chops. So now can we put down some rabbit bait? Yes. And I'll grab the pig and we'll take him away. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and kill some more zombies, get some more mob chunks, and I just need 2 more mob chunks, so that's all we're gonna try to get. It doesn't usually take too long. It's been really nice with this. You hit one, they all come over to say hi. I've been getting more. Hey, there is one already. So I've been getting more experience chunks, which we can use those to make more bottles of experience, bottles of enchanting, or whatever they're called. But basically that will let us get more stuff, more levels, which will be good later. So once this is done, we will move our power. We're going to need another one of these, what are they called? Wow, I got 4. That's not bad. We're going to need another one of the flux plugs, I believe, so we can transfer power over here. But other than that, like, not much of concern. Carrot can go away. Alright, so plug, flux point, sorry, receives energy. So we're going to want one of these. And we'll teach the system how to make vibrant capacitor banks soon enough. So we have a baby rabbit, which we need to capture. And I will continue doing this. I'm going to put all of the animals in the chicken pen. And then I will breed them, all that kind of stuff. What do rabbits breed with? I don't even remember. Do they breed with carrots? I think they do. But they should all be stuck in there. No problem. And we'll harvest all the stuff once I have enough of them. So we're not going to get any more of this stuff today, but that's okay. And then we can do this for the tier 4. Alright, cool. So we'll put this stuff away for right now. Now here comes the scary part. We're going to deconstruct this, but we want the assembler. And are we going to be able to make the next tier of things? So we still need the pig and rabbit seeds. So we're going to need a solar controller tier 2, which requires 4 blocks of diamonds and energetic alloys. So energetic, we have just enough. And then diamonds, we also have enough of those. And that's it. Alright, so here's the catch. We need to deconstruct this guy. And then we're going to move him. I want to get the flux point, because we're going to need that. And then we should be good to kind of rearrange stuff in our base. The big thing right now is we need to take all these hardened stone structure blocks and upgrade them so we have, I believe it was 25 of the tier 2s. No, it was 24. We got to have all of the stuff that we made. So solar array, we need 24 structure blocks, 25 of those. Okay. So we put those in there. Structure blocks tier 2, we're going to need 25. So it should be making just a few more. And that's 24. What am I saying? Never mind, it already made it. But that's fine. We can use that last one for later. So we need to upgrade this guy. And now the scary part. We're going to break this and this. We're going to put the flux point here. Select a network main. So there's no power in main currently, but we'll get some power in just a second. So everything is going to die on power. Kind of the way it is. Let's go ahead and put this here. Actually, I want it like here. And we're going to put the flux plug on top. And so it's going to be sending out power. So then what we're going to want to do is, what's the biggest assembly for this? We'll probably end up moving this stuff later. 11 by 11. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Something like here. But we want to put it up just a little bit. And that should be good for now. We'll get power lines and all that kind of stuff taken care of. It's going to look bad for right now, just because I'm not sure where I want to place stuff. But we can go ahead and make it. It should be happy. Multi-block assembly complete. We're going to get up here for a second. What am I pillaring for? I have a jetpack. Sometimes I forget. We want to make sure that everything is lit up. And then all we need to do is come over here and grab some conduits. Now eventually all those machines will be moved around and all that fun stuff. In fact, one of the things I'll probably end up doing is powering this from below. But that's something I'll worry about later. Put that away. Put that away. Cool. So, all in all, this is going to be fine. This is going to work great. We're going to have more power. And that's all that matters for right now. So, eventually, the idea is we're gonna improve our storage capacity until a long time from now. We're gonna actually have a draconic sphere for power storage, which is gonna be great, but it's also super duper expensive. So we're not gonna have it for a long time, but that's fine. All right, so yeah, this looks off. We're going to definitely want to move this down below and probably put some other things there. Maybe we'll move our experience there. But anyways, let's put that away. Actually, we can put that away as well. And let's go teach one. Let's go ahead and grab our pig and rabbit. And we'll get some more rabbits. And what we will do is we'll teach the system how to make more vibrant capacitor banks. The idea being, of course, more power. And then that's really all we care about right now. We want to max out our power storage. These are already adults, aren't they? Cool. So I should be able to breed them right away. So we'll see. I believe it is carrots that they like. Unfortunately, so do the pigs, but I mean, that's whatever. So let's go grab the other one. Feels like I'm losing frame rate a little bit, but that's fine. And we'll get more seeds. That's kind of the idea. So more power generation. We can improve that even more later and just keep improving it as we go. It'll be great. And the only problem is the next tier does require ender pearls, and then the final tier requires nether stars. Nether stars are expensive for obvious reasons, so we'll get to that later. I'll probably want to grow some carrots, so we'll keep one aside. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and go make a ton of carrots up here with our garden cloche, because why not? And rabbit. Make more tiny rabbits. Great. Alright, so I'm going to continue doing this. There is the last rabbit over here. And I'll get the rest of the stuff off camera. Just so that we can have the animal seeds, and there'll be no problem. We have a nether wart and a leather chicken. I believe that is both the things we're trying to get. So I'm gonna actually take you out, and I'll deal with chickens later as well. Things to do off camera. But anyways, I want to make sure that we do have a vibrant capacitor over here. But it should be powering our entire base, just with this flux plug. And it is a vibrant capacitor. So the more of those we have, the better off we'll be. It means more power, all that kind of fun stuff. You know what? I think this area, we're probably going to end up moving our lava production somewhere else. And I think this area will be our machines. We'll just set up some basic machines over there, and it'll be great. So let's go. Where am I going? Let's go downstairs. And I want to learn how to make... Why am I losing frame rate now? At least it feels like it. I want to make vibrant capacitor banks. So vibrant capacitor banks are pretty easy, other than they require vibrant... do we already know how to make all this? Never mind. We already know how to make those. Can we make, like, not that many? Can we make, like, 2 of those? We sure can. Cool. So that'll get to work. It'll make it. It'll be great. And we can go from there. So, have we done anything in the achievement book lately? So, automate crop harvesting, not really. Supremium stuff. Matic. We haven't made a Matic. We haven't captured a cow in a jar. That is a little expensive because it does require a anvil, but all in all, that's not terrible. I mean, how much iron do we have? We have 1,500 iron. That's a little bit. So you know what? Let's go ahead and turn this guy back on. We'll collect more loot bags. What do soren bags have? Not bad. The quartz is nice, actually. So as I get unique bags, we put them in the filter as needed, and everything works out great. So Vibrant, what is it currently making? Making a lot of stuff. So do we have upgrades in those machines? I want to say we do. Yes, we do. Alright, cool. So I guess, let's see, let's look at the seeds. We need pig and rabbit seeds. We can go ahead and 2 of the pigs. And you know what, we're gonna take one of these guys. We're gonna murder them and get 4 raw pork chops. Alright, so that's not bad. We now have 4 again. We have extra rabbits, so we can take 1 of them. Excuse me. Oh man, I tried. Come back, Mr. Rabbit. Oh, come on, come on, come on. There we go. We're going to kill the other rabbits. So they can get out, the rabbits, just because of the nature of this. They can jump over it, but where did the other rabbit go? There he is. Alright. It's so depressing, the sounds they make. So with that, we can make the pig chunks. Do 1, 2. We have 2 of the 4. So do we risk it? I think we risk it. I think we can get the pigs. We have 2 adults again. We have 2 babies. Let's go ahead and grab both of these. Alright, so what is our numbers? We are missing 1. Wow. That is sad. Alright, so I guess, let's see, we want to turn this guy extract never active. And there's the legendary, so we can set that filter back. And then we can do extract always active. I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. I don't think we got much of anything good, but that's fine. So we'll let that kind of stuff just build up. But I think for now, let's go ahead and end the episode off here, unless one of these pigs want to grow up, like right now. I wish it told me how soon. Can I feed you? No. Will you guys make another rabbit? So unfortunately we need both rabbit meat and the hides, but we only need 8 of each. So we only need 4 more, or we only need the 1 more pork chop. Unfortunately I have 10 cooked pork chops, which is really upsetting. But for the rabbit, we have a single hide and just the single raw rabbit, so we're gonna need more of those. Now what's the point of having that? I don't know. Honestly, it doesn't really make much of a difference, but it is what it is. So that is full. Wow. Yeah, I need to upgrade this chest. I believe some gold and a piece of iron will do the trick. And cool. But the chicken manure will go ahead and craft into blocks. Something else that I don't know why I'm doing it other than storage, because it's not really useful for us as far as I can tell anyways. So anyways, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode off here. Next time we're gonna start off making more seeds, And then I really don't know what we're going to work on. I think one of the things we should probably look into doing relatively soon, I don't even know. Are we producing? We're producing more than 1,000 RF per tick, so we can click that off. That's fine. Do we want to start getting more ores? Blood magic. I really don't want to do blood magic at this point. We could do more Botania if we wanted. We could start looking at RF tools. That's not too bad to get into. And fill a quantum storage unit with anything. That's a lot of stuff. We could put chicken manure in that. That would be funny. You know what? That might be something we'll do. How bad is it to make a quantum storage unit? Obsidian chest, machine chassis, and some ender pearls. That's not too bad. Okay. So we might want to do that, and we'll set that up over here. So we'll do that next time as well. But I think the plan is going to be get more seeds. What's the next list of seeds? There's a lot. I'm going to kill more and more and more of the zombies and get essence. Let's go ahead and craft a stack of these. Can we do that? No. We can get half a stack. Let's get like 30. Hey, we can do that. Cool. So I'm going to make just a bunch of seeds. And then we will, I think we'll start from there, and then I think we might look into setting up our machines over here. I don't know that we're going to do a building or anything for that, but we'll figure things out. Anyways, I'm rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!